Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. In this video, we're going to be doing chapter 15, verse 9, text 9. Um, yes, let's call out to Krishna and let's ask him to be here with us when we learn. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Dear Bhagwan Sri Krishna, please help us understand this verse so that we can use it as a way and a means to attain love for you, attain Krishna Prem, not as a way to just satisfy our intellectual curiosity and desires, but so that we can use it as a means to attain your love. Please help us. Okay, let's sing the verse together. Shrotram chakshuः sparshanam cha rasanam ghranameva cha adhisthaya manaschayam vishayanupasevate. The living entity, thus taking another gross body, obtains a certain type of ear, eye, tongue, nose, and sense of touch, which are grouped about the mind. He thus enjoys a particular sense of objects. So basically, when we go from this body to another body, we will obtain the certain types of senses that our mind, where our consciousness is, where our mind is, that are grouped around the mind, that are arranged around that mind. So that's what he then enjoys, that particular sense of set objects. We will get the senses based on what we like, what we desire, what we want to enjoy, because Krishna is merciful and we came on earth because we want to enjoy. So he will give us whatever we want to enjoy. But in the material world, there is nothing real, right? It is nothing is eternal, nothing is real, everything is temporary. So um, yeah, so if we mix water with a certain color, it changes color, so it becomes that color. So that way, if we our consciousness have the cat and dog quality, next year life we'll get that consciousness, and real consciousness is Krishna consciousness. So using the sense perceptions of the eyes, ears, skin, tongue, and nose, which are grouped around the mind, also grouped, the embodied soul savors the objects of the senses. Okay, so the soul, now he goes into good things. So the soul is divine. How does it savor the objects? With the help of the mind and senses. So with the help of the mind and senses, we can enjoy the taste, sounds, all that. And because of the ego, uh, even though the minds and senses are lifeless, due to the consciousness of the soul, they become lifelike. So we experience the pleasure and pain from thoughts, people, or everything around us. And then that soul identifies the same experiences of the mind and the sense because of the ego. So once we have this thing, once we have these sense objects, like when, let's say, if we are eating food and so we have that taste, so our soul is divine. How do we enjoy the material things? Because the tongue is material, but the tongue, the taste becomes lifelike because of the consciousness that we have, because of the consciousness that the soul provides. So it's kind of like it gives it life, that taste. So then when we eat, then we identify, because of the ego, we identify with the thoughts that we have, with the emotions that we have. If I this is an English word as well, right? I am angry versus I feel angry. So when you're saying I am angry, you're further identifying with it. I am angry, like, but I am not that anger feeling. I am a soul. I am a divine soul. I am not angry. I am not an emotion. I am not a thought, right? I feel this thought. I think this thought, but I am a divine soul. So we start to identify, because of the ego, we start to identify with these thoughts, mind and senses and everything. We start to identify with it. Okay. So the trouble is that the happiness is material and soul is divine. So however much we get, however much of this material thing we get, we are never going to be happy. We are going to keep searching for that ultimate source of happiness. That's why no matter what anybody gets, you can get as much money as you want. You can get as best of whatever you want. We can never be happy because we'll always want more. We'll always hanker for more. We're never going to be satisfied. We're never going to feel. That's called parthivaras, because it's a law of diminishing returns. Whenever whatever we get, we want more. There is never any happiness in anything material. But with the divine thing, it's Anandambudhi Vardhanam, which is from the Shikshashtakam, that the only eight the only things that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wrote was these 8 verses of the Shikshashtakam, and the first verse has this phrase Ananda Ambudhi Vardhanam. So when we're going into this path of bhakti, then our joy increases with time. In anything material, the joy decreases with time. In anything spiritual, the joy increases with time. Ananda Ambudhi Vardhanam means, like, so imagine have you, I mean, like, if you have ever had this momentary experience of spiritual bliss. Some people might have had some experiences, right? Some moment where they felt really amazing. So that moment, I've spoken about this many times before, but I'm going to speak it right now. It's been a while. That moment, if you, the real bliss, the real joy from Krishna, from the ultimate Krishna prem, is 1,000 times, if not thousand, million, gazillion times more. In that one moment only, we can experience that much more depth, right? For that moment, we can experience 1,000,000 times more depth than any kind of spiritual experience that we might have had, or any kind of, like, think of the happiest moment of your life, multiply that by a gazillion, and that would be the happiest moment of your life in that one moment. And then there's an ocean filled with it. So you multiply it by a gazillion times a gazillion because there are that many drops in the ocean. There are that many moments, eternal moments. So we feel that much joy in that eternal moments, and it's ever expanding. So Anand is Anand bliss, Ambudhi is ocean, so ocean of bliss, and then Vardhanam is expanding, increasing. So ever increasing ocean of bliss, right? That's how much joy we have. So in the spiritual world, our joy increases, our love increases with time. In the material world, it decreases. We'll have this peak, we'll have this like blip, like one moment of like really really blissful thing, and then it's back down. It can never increase, it can never stay high, it can never, like, it has to go down. That's called parthivaras. Okay, so the happiness experienced through the mind and senses is material, but the soul is divine. So we can never be satisfied with this, and we will always be restless and continuously keep searching for that ultimate source of happiness. That's why you can make, I don't know, $1,000,000,000,000 and $1,000,000,000,000, and you'll never be happy. You'll just, like, I want more, I want more, I want more. But for what? I want luxury. What is that luxury giving you? Is it giving you happiness? Really, truly, really giving you happiness? No. Mm, the trouble, okay. Yeah, then he goes into some things about people. Yeah, so then he was talking about Tulsi Das, who was really madly in love with his wife, and one time he swam across. He came to visit her in like really really terrible weather and rain and storms and things like that. And his wife got mad at him, and she said, "You desire me, a body made of flesh and blood. If you had such an intense desire for God, you'd attain Him and be free from the cycle of birth." So she herself said, like, she was furious at him, and she was like, "No, what are you doing?" And so he actually did that. He left her, he renounced home, and he became a bhakt of God. So he said, "As a lustful man desires a woman, as an avaricious person desires wealth, may my mind and senses constantly desire Lord Ram." So uh, yeah, so that's our prayer. Like, we want to constantly desire Bhagwan Shri Krishna. For me, attaining another gross body and taking refuge in external senses such as the ear, eye, whatever, all these senses, as well as the mind, he serves the objects of the senses. So now this is a very crucial word here. He serves the objects of the senses. Okay, this is so powerful here, the way he said it. What we're doing is, let's say there is a sweet in front of us, a laddu, or like a cake in front of us, and and we want it. What are we doing? We are serving that object. We are, by eating it, we are serving that sweet. What are we supposed to be serving? We're supposed to be, I mean, okay, not supposed to be. There's no such thing as supposed to be. We can do whatever we like. We have free will. What will give us eternal joy is to be serving Bhagwan Shri Krishna and Radharani. By serving them instead of serving this sweet, we are going to be a lot happier, because that is an eternal relationship. And by serving them, they will also give us love. I mean, they do love us like mad sometimes. I was journaling yesterday about just how much Krishna Bhagwan has held me by my hand, and he's carried me step by step by step by step to bring me here. It was impossible for me as an atheist to be here. I was such a strong atheist. It was absolutely impossible. But he carried me, and he's still carrying me. This last week was out of this world amazing. And today I'm going to be meeting Raj Bihari Prabhu, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. It's just so incredible the way he's carrying me step by step. And then I'm talking to other people, and I'm seeing how he's carrying them also. He's not just carrying me, he's carrying everyone that I'm talking to who's in the devotee world. And he's carrying them in the way that they need, by helping them meet people that they resonate with, by helping them meet the right people that they resonate with. I meet the right people that I resonate with, and they meet the right people that they resonate with, right? It's a totally different way in which he helps everyone. He helps people in the way that they desire, in the way that that matches their personality. It's so amazing. I was talking with a friend yesterday, and she was talking about her journey, and I was like, wow, Krishna has really been with you. And I was talking about my journey, and Krishna has really been with me, and in totally different ways, totally different ways. So yeah, Krishna Bhagwan is just absolutely amazing, absolutely loving. So yeah, he loves us anyways. And but when we are so completely in love with him, then he just takes us, right? Like he's like, okay, you're mine now. I'm yours, you're mine. Like that's it, you know. And so there is a verse yesterday that I had learned for Radharani. It was incredible. I'm going to read it out. I'm going to find it. It's on my phone. Tavai vasmi, najivami tvaya vina. So I am yours. I have no life without you. न जीवामि जीव life, no life tvaya your vina, without. So no life without you. Tavai vasmi. And then I want to read the second part also. इति विज्ञाय देवी त्वं नया मां चरण अंतिकम. Iti vigyaya devi tvam. Devi tvam, you, please know this. Vigyaya, know this. Iti, please, Devi, please know this. Naya mam charana antikam. Bring me to your lotus feet. Charana is feet. Mam is me. Please bring me to your lotus feet. Please bring me to your feet. So yeah, I really love this. So this is I think this is going to be my new prayer every morning. This is going to be like to Radharani, because this is what we want. It's the mercy of Radharani. Tavai vasmi najivami tvaya vina iti vigyaya devi tvam Naya Naya Mam Charana Antikam. I'm still not fully learned it yet, but I'm learning. And I'm learning the Brahma Samhita. So I've learned the ones that are spoken in the ISKCON Mangala Aarti. So it's the first one, chapter 5. Brahma Samhita, I think, has hundreds of chapters or something. I don't fully know. But chapter 5, the first verse, and then Brahma Samhita is about how Brahma created this universe. And he didn't know how to do it, so he was praying to Bhagwan Shri Krishna to give him instructions on how to do it. So that's what these parts that we read is the first verse, and then from verse 29 to I think 50 something, I'm not sure exactly where it ends, but we read a certain number of verses. So I want to learn those. And what I also learned in this week is that these Brahma Samhita verses are amazing because they talk about the Aishwarya mode of Bhagwan Shri Krishna. You are amazing. You are. So the first verse is Ishwaraha Paramaha Krishna. It says Krishna very clearly. Ishwara, God, Paramaha, ultimate. Krishna is the ultimate God. Satchidananda Vigraha. He has the form Vigraha of Satchidanand, the eternal consciousness, eternality and knowledge and bliss. Satchidanand. And Anadir Adir Anadir Adir wait me Anadir Adir Govindaha. Anadir Adir Govinda. He is without origin. Anadir. Adir, he is the origin of everything. Govinda. Govinda is the one without origin, but he's the origin of everything. And the last line is Satchidan. Something. Yeah, I'm not remembering. I learned it yesterday, before yesterday, or yesterday. So I've been trying to practice it and trying to remember it. Sanskrit verses are difficult a little bit for me, but they're so powerful, right? So these are all in the Aishwarya Bhav. But Brahma does not have the Krishna Prem, but he's still doing tapasya right now. Also, he's doing tapasya to get the Krishna Prem, and we are so lucky that even Brahma is finding it difficult. But because we are born on this planet, because we're born after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he who gave us this thing that we want to become Radha Krishna premis. We want to become Bhakt of Radha and Krishna. Radha specifically. We don't approach Krishna directly, we go through Radha. So we want to do that. And so we are getting these Krishna Katha, and we're getting all of these things that can just seep into our consciousness and make us thrilled and make us mad after Radha and Krishna, because we just hear these stories from pure devotees, or from devotees, from other devotees, from people around us, and we're like, we want more. We become greedy. There is a word called lolyam. We become greedy for more, and we just want to keep hearing and keep hearing and keep hearing. So that's the immense amount of fortune that we have to have a human body right now, and to be able to get into this place where we can, first of all, we know we're studying the Gita because we believe in Krishna and we want Krishna, like we want Krishna in our lives, and we are understanding the importance of Krishna Prem and of Radha Prem, and it's yeah. Wow, I just, we're so lucky. We're so lucky. We should be counting our blessings. We're so lucky. Okay, yeah, that's it for this verse. We'll do chapter 15, verse, I think, 10 in the next video. Wish you a day filled with lots and lots and lots and lots of Radha Prem and Krishna Prem. Radhe Radhe.